Hello YouTubers and fellow Whovians, and once again welcome to another Doctor Who DVD review. Today I shall be taking a look at Black Orchid, which stars Peter Davison as the Fifth Doctor. On the front cover, as always, we've got the top with the TARDIS and all that. You know all of that anyway, I don't know why I'm even mentioning that. But the main action, you've got this guy here, the clown guy, whatever he is, and you've got the house in the background, and you've got these two characters who are played by the same person, Sarah Sutton. So that's that. Oh yeah, we've also got the TARDIS there. I forgot to mention that. It's a key detail there, because you know the TARDIS plays an integral role in this story and to the programme. That's the side, and at the back just gives you some information about the story, who it's written by, and all of that malarkey. This is written by Terence Dudley, England, 1925. The TARDIS materialises on a quiet railway platform where the Doctor, Tegan, Adric and Nyssa soon discover they are expected at an afternoon cricket match. And when the time travellers are invited to stay at Cranley Hall for a fancy dress ball, it isn't long before they uncover a terrible family secret. Who is murdering the servants and why? A rare flower may hold the answer. Special features include a commentary by Peter Davison, Janet Fielding, Sarah Sutton and Matthew Waterhouse. They're always fun to listen to. Deleted scenes now and then. A look back at the locations. Yeah, we all already know about that. We've got Strip for Action, the Fifth Doctor, Blue Peter. Got some Blue Peter stuff. We get quite a few of those now and again in these special features. We've got Points of View. Barry took as disgruntled viewers letters about the rescheduling of Doctor Who, because at this point this was broadcast during a week. I believe it was on Mondays and Tuesdays. And we've got film restoration before and after examples of techniques using during the restoration of location film elements of the story. We've got an Easter egg for this. I won't say what it is. You'll have to find that out for yourself by buying this. We've got Radio Times billings, listing from Radio Times, photo gallery, production subtitles, and lastly, we've got digitally remastered picture and sound quality. This story was originally broadcast on BBC One between the 1st and 2nd of March, so it was all over within 2 days. Production, what am I on about? Produced by John Nathan Turner. That what I was trying to say. Directed by Ron Jones, and this is only 49 minutes long because it's 2 episodes, and yeah, the cover is by Clayton Hickman. If we take a look inside, that is what it looks like inside. We've got the leaflet there, we've got the disc there, and once again here is the front cover. Overall, decent DVD release, not much to talk about. Decent special features, like with the Points of View, the Blue Peter, shows the time. Shows the sign of the times, basically, like when this came out. This came out in 1982, so yeah, this was a really big time for Doctor Who. It was the first season with Peter Davison. A lot of changes were made, of course, with them moving it to twice weekly, because before that it was always on the Saturdays, and it became a real tradition. Of course, nowadays they've since been showing it on Saturdays once again every week, because like I say, it's more of a tradition, because that is how it all started. So it was a very bold move to make back then, in the early 80s, I would say, and it was pretty much all the way through the Peter Davison era that it was on twice weekly. As for the story itself, this is only 2 episodes long. This is the first 2-parter that we got since the Sontaran experiment, which aired in Tom Baker's first season. So that was like 7 whole years before this came out, because before that, during that, we've had 4-parters and we had 6-parters all over the place. So this was another change that was made. They brought back the two-parters for this season, and they used it again in subsequent seasons as well. This was also the first historical story, and by that what I mean is it's the first pure historical story that we got since the Highlanders. It was a very big thing during the 1960s, but it was dropped because viewers didn't really like that. So that is the first time that we've got that, which was in nearly 20 odd years. And so far, Black Orchid still is to this day the last pure historical story. I mean, we may get that again at some point in the future, who knows, but at the time of recording, yes, this is the last ever pure historical story that we've ever had in Doctor Who. So there's quite a few things that are surrounding this story. What do I think of this story itself? To be honest, I'm not really keen on this story. Now, by that what I mean is I don't think this is a terrible story, because there are some stories that are far worse. Time Flight, for example. And I don't think that it falls into that category. But would I say that this is essential viewing for Doctor Who fans? Probably not. I do say that this has quite a few good things in there. I think for the most part it's just mainly a filler story, really, because this came before the big story of this season, which was Earthshock. And of course we all know that story is down as one of the greatest stories ever in Doctor Who history. So yeah, I say that this is mainly a filler story. It's only 2 episodes long. I would say if you're keen on this type of thing, with murder mysteries, all of that, then I would say put it on. You can easily watch this within 40 odd minutes, because that is what the runtime is. It's only 2 parts long, so that means that this is one of the shortest stories in the entire 26-year classic run. It is basically the same length as a standard episode that has come out from the new series. So for that runtime, I say that this is very accessible. But for pure entertainment purposes, there are far greater stories out there to watch, namely Earthshock, that comes immediately after the story. So yeah, that's my review of this. To be honest, I enjoyed the special features more on this DVD release, but yeah, that's my opinion. I know there are a few people out there that really do like this story. I mean, I really do like the pure historical stories, personally, especially from the 1960s, but this isn't one of my favourite ones that there's ever been. Maybe if they did a few things differently here and there, and maybe that could change my opinion. But for the most part, Black Orchid, it's a very forgettable story, one that could easily be skipped, but for completist purposes, I would say that it is worth getting, and it's definitely worth getting if you are a fan of the Fifth Doctor as well, because he plays cricket in this story, and it's the only time we see him play cricket during his 3 years as the Doctor. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this review of Black Orchid. I shall see you in the next DVD review. Stay tuned next time.